Welcome back to Market Master. I'm Roland Attenborough. This is our Bitcoin update for the forecast, and we're going to put it alongside the chart, and we're going to just sort of walk through this. So I made this forecast 2 years ago in 2023, and I make two curves just in case my ring theory or the forecast is too high or too low. So I make two so that I can fine tune. All right. Let's talk about this. So I was stating back here that we'd be at around this 70 odd thousand in November. Let's refer to the chart. Bitcoin. That's the November that I'm talking about right here. Made a low. Right at the price I said that this thing will be around the 66 to 70. Then we would leap up and we would possibly touch the 100,000, 108,000 level somewhere around this December and January period. And then we'd have a pullback in February. Let's go have a look. All right, so referring to the chart, December, we said we would leap up to around 100,000. And by December and January, we would be at 100,000. Correct? This is where it got tricky. After we made this great big low in February, it came a little later, but February was a down month too. We'll talk about this next. So into February, so we made our top here in March, right? And then, March, in January, And then into late February, I was expecting it more or less in here. The energy did subside more or less in here. However, it made one last run right down to where? I just want to make sure I get it right on there. Okay, it's right on there. It says 77, just 78,000. So I said in late February, 2 years ago, I said it would be at 78,000 into the late February. Who in the F is teaching you this stuff and doing this? No one. Market Master Roland Attenborough is. He's the leader. We did not see this blow off top into my 145, and I want to go over all of this really quickly because I was expecting the energy to blast up into here. However, I noted that we could stay within this period and have subsequent pullbacks again. Okay? So let's go take a look at that. So I was stating that if we didn't make it up to this point and get through these yellow bands here, we would be returning fast and move down again. And we would move down into this area. Well, somewhere into this area. Did we? Let's go take a look at the chart. He did this 2 years ago. Okay, so what did he say? He said back, be like very late March and very early April, we would have a major low. And he stated that it would be down to, where is it here? There's 75. He said about 76, 77. All right, so that's a couple thousand off on that one. Okay, but for me, that's a dead-on direct hit. I just sunk your battleship. You're done. Okay, so moving on from our April bottom, stating that we could get some energy and swing up to this. However, we didn't break through. We kept staying below this level. Matter of fact, we were staying below 98, I think it was, in this level here, right there. Yeah, 94. So sorry. So 94, we were staying below and in around these levels, okay? We didn't make it up into this. So this resistance level held, right, our old tops. So I said we'd have one more big capitulation. We'd have a top into May and then a big pullback into June. Did we have that? Let's go have a look at the chart. Roland said to watch out between May 19th and the 23rd. We'd have a top in Bitcoin. Jordan from Crypto Explained Easy asked me this question right after we had this bottom. On the 15th, I was asked what Bitcoin would do, and I told you what it would do. I told you to watch the 19th to the 23rd. Okay. Moving forward now, I said to you that this forecast would state we would have a low into June. Okay? So into June, around the 22nd here, we've had a low. I said into June in my forecast I made 2 years ago, we would be back to about this, let's just say that's the 77 level, you know. And we could possibly stick around this 90 right here. Well, let's go take a look. Where did we bottom out on this one? Well, it says it made a low at 98,000. So I kind of missed it on this one. It did move down a little bit, but I knew the energy was very deep and we would have a return and a move back up. So knowing this, we have this level hold here, okay? And then the market got into an extremely strong position and we made a breakout, just like I said in July, and I've been waiting for this. We haven't made it up to the 145 or this 130 level, and we're going to talk about that really quickly. So you can see now we've broke out and we've moved up, and we're right. It's right on time now. My forecast 2 years in advance, brother. Okay, now we're going to go take a real quick look at the square. So I'm going to tell you guys why I think. So Pluto, Cthulhu, right, our skull and bones guy, every 250 years the temple is destroyed. We'll talk about that later. But here you go, guys. There's 139 on our ring. Do you see it? It's right here. See it? Oh, and by the way, right, we leapt up from 111 off our ring here, and we've made it all the way up to 118.9. Who's sitting there at 118? Well, 18 degrees is 118.9, and that's exactly how high Bitcoin has reached to. See how powerful this is? Anyways, brothers, peace and love to all of you. And I just wanted to say too, this is a 1 year anniversary coming up for Dexter, my lead researcher and student and trader. He's killing it. By the way, July 21st, he bought my online course, the 50% off. And after 7 months, he was making some killer trades and sending me Bitcoin and XRP. He was really doing such a great job. He's doing a great job. And I'm just sending a big shout out to him. And because Dexter is a 1 year anniversary, he's done so well. By the way, he got interviewed by Jordan as well on Crypto Explained Easy. Go check him out. He's rocking. He's my wingman. I'm going to have a 50% off on my online course right now, and it's going to last all the way for the entirety of July, starting right now. So you'll have to text me, text my number, text this number and tell me you want the 50% off course, and I'll send you the invoice, and once it's paid, you'll get your stuff. Right on. And thank you to Tatiana and Shiori and many of you out there that have received your NGN too. You received your square. Thank you very much for letting me know that your stuff is either arrived or has been near to being received. Anyways, peace and love to y'all.